my turn now? I'll pull this up again. Okay, there we go. Now it's my turn, I guess. Okay. So we talked the other day about how when we did all the measurements around here, we were the cases, and each of the measurements we took was a variable. We also talked about how a lot of times when we're looking at a population, it's really difficult to talk to everybody. Like if I wanted to figure out what the average height of a Pike High School student was, I don't want to talk to all 3,000 students. It would take forever. Ew. So that's when we're going to talk about, taking a sample. That doesn't help, by the way. Okay? So on page 8, we have a lot of different options on how a sample can be taken. Pick one. There you go. That's yours.
Yo, Kaden.
I was going to say, just so you're aware, already.
Yo, Doggy Bear.
Hey, Joseph, we already have this being pulled out. Just saying.
Why? It's not making that loud.
It took 4 attempts for me to get my sentence started, let alone for me to get to the end. It took about 6 starts.
It's like the synergy's there. The synergy's there.
He wasn't in here.
The synergy's there. Ain't that right, Joe?
I'm a failure.
Yeah, that's
Sit down, Joe, please. Thank you.
See, it's not us.
I didn't say it was just one person. That doesn't help. Okay, so we're going to talk about different ways that we could take a sample out of a population. So if we think about Pike High School students, thinking about sample, we could take a group. So here we have a bunch of different ways that people can take samples out of a population. And we're going to use little cards to kind of help visualize it because sometimes they just seem really, really weird. So we're going to write a little bit about them and then we'll give an example. I will give an example as far as it goes to like school life, and we'll get an example with the cards. So our first option that we have up here is called a simple random sample. And what that is, it's basically like if I drew everybody's names out of a hat. So if I got my whole population and I wanted to pull a simple random sample, it would be very important that everyone in the population has an equal chance of participating or getting picked. So it's equally likely for everybody to get picked. So things like drawing names out of a hat, or if you like put all the popsicle sticks in a cup like they used to do in elementary school and they pull a popsicle stick, that is a simple sample. So what we're going to do with our cards, every time we do one of these and I do an example with our cards, you're just going to stand up. I'm not going to make you like do an actual thing or take any data. We're just going to get a sample of the people in this room. And so a simple random sample is just me taking this oh so randomly matching deck of cards and drawing 4. So 4 of spades, 8 of hearts, 2 of diamonds, 9 of hearts. Stand up. If I called out your card.
What?
I don't know what that means. I'm not.
8 of hearts. So it's got an 8 and a heart. 9 on hearts. 2 with diamond. 4 with spade. Spade looks like the upside down heart. Like that. That's a spade. So 1, 2. Stand up if you got one of them. 3, 4. There we go. Sample.
Wait.
Everyone had an equally likely chance to get pulled because I have the exact same set of cards that I put out for you guys. So everyone had an equally likely chance to be pulled. It was like names out of a hat. Or I could match any individual card. Okay, you can sit down. Because we'll do this again. So I don't want to have everybody standing. So examples would be names in a hat.
Color.
If I pulled like specific cards, like we had 8 of diamonds, but not 8 of hearts. Or we had 9 of hearts, but not the 9 of clubs, 9 of spades. So a simple random sampling is just pulling everybody from a hat. Convenience sampling is literally like most convenient. So if I needed a sample of 4, I'd go, I need eyeballs. I need eyeballs. I need eyeballs. I need you to look up here. There we go. You 4, stand up.
Why?
Because I'm taking a convenience sample. Oh my gosh, aren't you guys so convenient? Stand up. Joseph, Caden, stand up.
Should've done like the row behind us.
Yeah, I know, but I picked the convenient as in
For the-
physically closest. Could be the first 4 through the door, could be the first 4
For the
in the
heartbeat.
row.
You trying to be tall?
Or the heartbeat of
All
the
right,
class.
sit down. So a convenience sample is always going to be fast and or easy to collect. It could be first 4 in the room. That would have been another way to do that.
So first.
The first 4 people that came in. Or I'm going to say first few in.
Oh, he was ready.
Thank you so much.
No. Is that me?
No.
Thanks.
If it's for you, I will give it to you.
You got
It's
him.
not.
You freaked them out.
Yes, sir. Yeah, let me
Hey,
press.
I think Joe's the
It
second
could be
one.
something like the front row.
You're having
So wait, first,
I
sir,
think
first come,
Joe's
first served.
Like first come, first served. I could take like the first 3 people through the door. I could have been a fan. You, and you. It could be the back row. It could be like whatever is convenient. So it's not any like specific way for it to be convenient. Just something that's easy. I genuinely lost track of myself. Just stay there.
Fast and easy.
So it is something quick, it is something easy. It is not usually a good sample or a great way to get a sample, but it's fast. That's its main benefit. There we go. All right. So our next one, now they're going to start to get a little bit more complicated. Yes, Jim. And when she comes back, because I need to not have to do my thing. When they come back, because I need not. When they come back, because
God. Oh my God.
it's about to be a flat no.
Miss B, Miss B, Miss B.
You know,
Rainbows and sunshine. All right.
Oh, that's my normal persona. We've got 4 more lines to fill in.
All the 9 connected nations, right there. Whatever they are.
I feel you look good in purple.
I'm about to say, yeah, purple is really your color.
It's your color.
Thank you.
Like Brendan, you look good in white.
These only get more complicated, and it's probably going to be easier to understand if I can finish a sentence
This is getting zero.
by myself without other people talking over me.
Silent.
That is not help.
Ladies.
Guys, that's not helping.
Ladies.
What?
Do you two have to, what? Do you two ladies have to take a break outside?
Yes.
Maybe you need to go down to the office.
You say that's not helping, and it's not your job. I say I can always get the red slips out if I need to.
I think you should just wait when we're on here, just scare them.
Oh my god, they're right here.
Oh, can I see what they look like?
Ladies.
Wait,
Right
what's
of
the-
slips.
What's the actual red slip? Can I see?
That's an actual red slip.
I can't read.
Send to the office.
It says
Student
send.
name.
Oh, so that's like
Yes,
criminal
this is like write up. I'll get them out if I need to.
My teacher
But
did
like,
those.
we got things we need to do.
My mom
We're
said-
filling in this on notes and then have a thing. Because part of it is the standing up part so that we can figure out the sampling. Because these only get more complicated. Those two are very simple.
All right. Systematic.
Systematic sampling is our next one. So that usually involves things being placed in order. So like if I was doing 500 numbers, I could put the 500 numbers in order. And then we would put a randomly selected interval. So like every other. So if I did like 500 numbers, I could do like every 10. So if yours ends with a 0, you'd be selected. Or I could do every other. So if yours is an even 500 number, it would be selected. So in order, and it doesn't have to be a numerical order, but it's in some order. And it's usually a random interval. Like if I counted every third person walking through the door, that would be more of a systemic sample because that would be in order. It's the order you walk through, but I'm taking every third person. That would be systemic. With our cards, it would wind up being, just because I have things in an order, 4 and 8. If you have a 4 or an 8, stand up. Just because of the way I have the cards arranged, that is an even count across the cards I have. So a 4 or an 8, that would give me a systemic sample because of the way I have my cards lined up. So that one's more about how we set up our population. So every
Welcome back.
third person through the door would count as a systemic.
What about even odd numbers?
Even and odd would work. So if we did like even 500 numbers, that would be a way to take a population of half of the students to do that. So if I took even numbers, that would absolutely work. I just didn't do it in here because it wound up being more than half of our cards.
Can I use the restroom?
Jesus, Katie.
I'm not sending more than one
Is the
person at a
sky
time
blue?
because we are literally using yourselves to help visualize what we're working with. So I'm not sending more than one person at a time. That's
Adios.
everything. So what we're going to do for the next one is called cluster sampling.
Oh, that's like a cluster grenade, a whole bunch of stuff in one.
It is not at all like cluster weapons.
I see the vision.
It's like you can grenade it too.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and change.
I'm scared. Can we stop talking about this?
1, you're the one that started it. 2, lock back in.
Joe was not involved.
Let me give the examples.
Let her speak.
You're the one that took us off topic. You don't get to bark about it. Chill. So, cluster sampling is usually that we divide our population into groups. Oh, like say hearts versus diamonds versus clubs versus spades. No, hearts, diamonds, spades, or clubs.
Have love or money.
Clubs look like those. And so if you have little mini versions, we could take one of those suits. So let's go ahead and say clubs. If you have a club, stand up.
What's the club?
Club is the clover.
Like this.
This is a club.
That's my
I
car.
don't think you have a club. I think they're lying.
It doesn't really matter. So there we go. If I just pick one of these suits, that is one portion of the population. Sit down.
Yep. I refuse.
So cluster sampling divides the population. Sit down so other people can see.
I have to do last one standing.
So the people behind you can see. Thank you. divides the population
Categories.
I was energized until fifth period when I had to do the arts and
Just be a
crafts.
category.
into smaller groups.
Take too much brain.
Yes.
We usually like them to be smaller versions of the population, so that'll happen a lot of times in companies where they'll take like one department that they feel is a good representation of the whole company to ask them things.
Now the question is smaller, so that could be like
So it could be something like
every person with a red car.
everyone person with a red car. It could be, a lot of times what'll happen is everyone in, what's your English teacher?
Miss
Same.
Bieski.
English.
Miss Spring.
Kirkendall.
Miss Kirk, everyone who has Miss Kirkendall for English, we're asking you this
That's
survey.
there's three-
Or
there's
everyone
three
who has
names.
Miss whoever. I'm gonna go with Miss Taylor. Miller? Miss Miller. We'll ask them a question. I don't know English teachers. They're too far away from me.
No, they're not. You just need to specialize.
Yeah, I know the math
It's pretty-
teachers and the
it's pretty
business
hard.
teachers. There's 300 grown-ups that work here.
Like basically,
300.
Yeah.
the friendships of the staff is like divided into what they teach.
Most of the time it's pretty much in the department, but I'm also friends with a lot of the business teachers.
Department like English department, math department. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like the way they, like what they teach, like you know the math.
Huh?
Look each other.
Well, it's just a matter of there's too many people.
Oh yeah. it
And
takes
we
all
don't
the-
ever interact. Yes. You're way too off topic today for that.
Oh no, they're gonna take his blood.
they're gonna
No,
take
they were
my-
gonna do blood pressure.
They're gonna take my.
But
blood.
no, we are not doing that.
It's because we were misbehaving.
We.
Because the school hires vampires.
It is not because the school hires vampires, and it is not because we're misbehaving. It's because we need to get through this and then do
What's
something.
your best friend, bro?
We've gotten through another 2 rows in 10 minutes. So an example would be picking one suit.
Shit, all the C order? No.
Like
One suit from the cards. Like how we did with it was clubs or spades or hearts. It could be that we just asked one English teacher. And we have Ms. Kirkendall ask all of her questions, or all of her classes, the one set of questions. Or from one class.
I got him on my black man.
All right. The most complicated one is going to be called the stratified sample. And it's kind of similar to the cluster sample
hello, man.
in the fact that it's going to divide our population into
Hello.
smaller groups. But opposed to it being kind of random, they'll do it significantly more specific. So a lot of companies do this where if they have, 80% men and 20% women, they'll have 8 men and 2 women answer the survey because it keeps their ratios the same. So
So ratios.
it's all about keeping the same ratios. So it divides the population into subgroups,
It's strategic.
making sure that every group has representation.
So just say make sure every group has
You know,
Mhm.
hydrogen and 2 oxygen.
H2O. Yeah. H2O. Same thing as plasma.
So if I just,
Put it into the O.
yeah,
You're gonna get the option.
6, 7, bro.
it could be like brown something.
Oh my gosh, notice which cards are not in the decks at all.
Yeah,
I would do that.
Oh
I'm
my
not in the deck.
gosh, there's none of
Why am I
those
not in
numbers
Why would you
in
do
there.
that, Miss B?
I wonder why.
Why is it-
Oh my
Why
god.
is it not Brandon's
Big, pop, big class.
Why is it not Brandon's in there?
Yeah, Brennan's 6, 7.
With representation.
Brennan says,
He
fly
lied.
like a buttercup,
Yeah, he's
sing like a
6'6",
bee.
he lied on the
So the way we would kind of represent that with the cards that we have would be that I make sure I get one from each suit. So I need to make sure I grab one spade and one club and one diamond and one heart. So I'm just grabbing one from each group. Come on.
Here, you take mine.
So 9 of spades,
You ladies alright?
9 of hearts, 8 of diamonds, 2 of clubs. That's 1 from each.
Damn.
I got 1 from each set of our sample, 1 of each group. So that would make sure we had 1 person from each group. So if I had like sales department and HR, shipping, and marketing, I would get 1 person from each group. So it's all about making sure we stay representative, and the fact that I had 4 equal groups mean I can just pick 1. So if my shipping department was super big, like they're twice as big as anything else, I'd get 2 people from my shipping department.
Yes.
Because they're twice as big as everything else because they deal with all the products. So it's all about keeping things representative with our
This is my
sample.
40-day skipping practice.
So I'm gonna put down the company one if the company
I heard Doki there's easy.
is 80%
What's going on?
male and 20% not your business. Female.
You said a couple of.
I said it's not your business. They would select. Hope I spell it right. 8 men and 2 women, keeping it representative. So it keeps it very representative. So it's all about keeping sure like your ratios are the same. That one is probably one of the more complicated ones to actually physically arrange, because it takes a whole lot of pre-math before I can start taking any data even a little bit. And there's one more type of sample, and it's honestly one of the most done.
I understand it now.
Our last one is called a volunteer sample.
So it's a sample.
I need 4 people to stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 4. Ta-da. There's our volunteer sample.
Really, you stand up?
They volunteered to help out. So literally a volunteer sample is asking for volunteers. Sit down, Joseph, so they can see. So it's easy, it's fast, it's not always great representation. And we're going to talk about what makes a good sample versus a not good sample, I think tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to talk more about what makes a good sample and why we would pick something that's more complicated to do, like these guys, as opposed to one of these easier ones, because that was easy. And they're going to actually answer my questions usually. If I got volunteers, they're not going to go, whatever. So we'll talk tomorrow about why we pick certain different kinds of sampling in order to get a good representation of our population. So there's lots of different ways we can do things. It's a matter of choice as to how things are going to get done for a study. Okay?
So can you give me examples into that?
On which one?
Of the stratified sampler.
That would be like the, if I wanted to get a stratified sampling on gender lines in here, we have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9,
6, 7?
11.
Thank
We have
you.
11 females.
Thank you, thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you, thank you.
And we have 8 males today. So if I wanted to keep those ratios intact, I could take 4 females and 3 males. That would keep our ratios almost the same, because that would be 8 over, 12 over 8. So 4, 3, and 4. Yeah. So as long as I'm keeping those ratios kind of similar, that's what they're trying to do with stratified sampling. Or if I did something like seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen, I could do it that way as well. I made sure that we have almost all seniors in here, but I could ask other classes for extra stuff. What's up?
I'm a freshman.
It's volunteers.
Is that the example?
It's the example and the description. It's just people who volunteer.
Is that all we're doing?
No.
we got more in the book.
Not in the book.
Thank the Lord. Okay, that's all I care about.
Well, but that doesn't mean you're not writing.
Yeah, I feel you. I just, the book.
See,
just-
but my
Because-
hypothesis is that
yeah, our
they're giving out homework today.
I mean, we're gonna do one of those.
Miss B, don't say that
Whoa,
word.
whoa, 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 whoa!
Don't
Hold
say that
on,
word.
packet.
Don't say that
Don't
word.
say the
Do you
B word.
see a
Don't say the B
staple?
word.
You see a
D word,
staple
don't
in
say the H
this?
word, and don't say the B word.
I don't know what.
There's 2 P words.
Don't say the H word at all.
How about the partner thing?
Ah!
Wait, what?
The I pick your partner thing?
Oh, you pick your partner.
You pick partners.
We've done this in 2 previous
Go
chapters.
ahead.
The card thing that I pick your partners on, that we do one of every chapter, and before we do it, you guys do the little quiz, and I pick your partners and put them on the screen. That.
Pick the double caramel Oreo, please. Like we should all like.
Pick the Oreo cake.
Pick the Oreo
The
card.
more you try, the more likely your partner's brain is going to work well with yours. Because I look for the patterns on how you're thinking to make your pattern, to make your partner. So if you turn it in with just your name on it, your partner also did not try.
Now what makes basically that would mean that we both have the same mindset, so we should both work together, right?
No, it just means you put in the same amount of effort.
So we should still work together.
Not necessarily, because I
So-
still also will often wind up with more than one of those, and then I get to choose.
I just feel like, if
And I'm gonna try and make.
But the odds are high.
The odds are high, but like if people like got.
But if you try your best, it's actually gonna make the activity easier.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Because you and your partner will be in very similar
What's
places.
easier? What's easier than writing down my name?
I'm not saying it'll make this easier. It'll be the activity that we do based on this that will be easier, because you and your partner will know how to work together, or be able to work together.
Me and Kaden have been best friends since kindergarten. We know what to do.
Yes, y'all are too dangerous. I know that. So this is what you do, and just as a reminder, you may not know exactly what it's asking. You may not know how to do this, and that's okay. Literally, we haven't gone through it yet.
Wasting
It's
no
a matter
time.
of what do we remember, what can we guess, what can we kind of figure out.
There you go.
So this is something you have seen before, but it's been a minute, and that's okay. If there's an extra one, I'll just take it back. So give this a shot, and then when you're done with it, turn it in the bin up here. I'm gonna come around and take the cards back, because I'm gonna use them for things.
Ouch. She just assaulted the shit.
See how you cut the corners?
To be fair, no, the dollar store did. Because this came from Steve. All right, work on this paper. You're turning it. It's not going home as homework. You're turning this back into me. What I'm gonna use to pick your partners for the partner activity.
And you there? It's okay.
Already?
Quick.
Dog.
What time is it?
I did that.
You still my part, but not her.
What did you go? Here's this
Oh,
one.
my
You didn't,
bad.
and I was
I
gonna work.
have mine.
Thank you.
Miss B,
What's that?
are you like, do you know bees? Like, are you scared of bees?
No.
I'm scared of bees. I'm right.
My sister's allergic, so I've always been willing to jump in front of her. Do this. Not with that. Try that. But not with this. So do this. Because you're turning this in before you leave. You got 10 minutes.
Haha. Guess what? I can do this in 1 minute.
Then do it. Prove it.
Prove it?
Prove it.
I gotta wait till the next minute goes by.
No, you don't. I'll time you.
Wait. 3, 2.
Don't yell.
One.
Other people are working. Sweet. I got them all. Work on this paper first. When you're done, turn it in here.